pretty obnoxious, the exhaust right now. And I closed the video in a purposeful way in the last video because we really need to change this as soon as possible. We are actually going to be heading very shortly out to meet Jose to pick up his TRD exhaust, which is essentially going to be the finishing piece, hopefully, to our exhaust system. I have no doubt it's going to quiet it down. Just right now, it's absolutely obnoxious, and we're going to do a ride along with him to kind of show that. So until we get there, I'm just going to sign off from here because I don't want to give you spoilers, essentially, to how bad it is. Does that make any sense? All right, so I will see you when we are at the meetup spot, all right? Oh man, I'm filming the wrong side. That's the wrong side. Fuck. My bad. This side.
Oh, now you got my shitty.
You ready for 4 people 186 again? Or no, 3 people 186? I'm just kidding. What's going on?
Okay.
Trunk's looking good, bro.
I just have to sand this up.
I'll get into this more later, but I think the important thing is Jose getting the full experience.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Even though you've probably heard this shit a million times, I guarantee it, but like...
Dude, I had my car straight piped and it's like, it would just...
I think it's a little different with my car. If anything, it's probably worse because the headers are like violent a little bit. So, we'll see.
Alright.
Yeah, we're clear pretty much. What's sad is that actually sounded kind of good for a minute.
That sounds kind of cool.
But it's way too loud. I'm like...
But it's really loud. Past the obnoxious stage. But the actual sound itself sounds really, really, really cool.
Yeah,
see what I mean? It's serious screams.
I think the sound behind it is what's happening. Like the headers and the front pipe sound like good, but it's smacking into that OEM shit, and it's just like, nah, I don't like it.
Yeah,
it's like a little duck.
No.
It's like a little duck.
It's
so like it can't work right.
I think it's definitely way too loud to even drive around.
Yeah,
like
yeah. Yeah, you can pedal it, but then you get in trouble. You would get in trouble in a cop for going too slow. Then as soon as you get on it, you get in trouble for being like just a public nuisance.
Like this is really loud. Jesus Christ. You gotta show off your rev matching. Hold on, how's rev matching sound like this? Okay. Ooh. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. That I like.
It cracks.
That,
like,
it's a whip.
yeah, when you downshift, it just whack. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, or sorry, lady and gentlemen. Hi mom, once again. Sorry about the fan, but this is Florida and you kind of have to have fans. So if I didn't summarize last night, the exhaust system that we actually got from Jose is a TRD Catback, and it's pretty freaking sick in my opinion. It's got a really small muffler, then a decently sized pipe in comparison to the OEM pipe, which we're gonna look at in a second here. They don't mention like sizing online at all, but if you look at this pipe, you can tell it's getting significantly wider as it moves on. Not to mention this bend here on this pipe, significantly different than what's on the OEM system. So I'm gonna go ahead, jack up the car, pull it, and show you what I'm talking about, and show you why the car just sounds absolutely horrible at the moment as soon as we get on throttle. All right guys, so this is an exhaust hanger removal tool. Remover. I placed the jack in kind of an awkward place here, but I kind of need that assurance just because I'm a Harbor Freight kind of guy, if you know what I mean. You think we do recalls? You got me f***ed up. These hangers are especially tight, I might add. Yeah, just very, very tight. So yeah, it makes this situation just much easier. Just kind of boop, poops your exhaust out. So let's look at some pretty interesting things that I see from the stock system. First off, when we look at the two different resonators, essentially, the stock one is massive. I'm not quite sure how effective it is though, because from what it sounds like, it just sounds like a straight pipe. So I don't know, maybe the smaller one is more effective, thus, I don't know, a little smaller. Who knows? Regardless, this is the most interesting part to me, is this nasty bend that the OEM system takes. So you can see here, coming from a straight line, pretty much from the engine, it loops around the differential, but then right when it should essentially do what the TRD does, which is center up so that it can get a direct shot, instead it diverts right there to a hard right. Now this hard right is also a flattened piece, you can see here. I don't know if the volume necessarily changes here, but the pitch of the exhaust most definitely does from this severe bend like that. So we're gonna get back to it and start throwing the TRD on the car. Okay, now I'm so excited and I gotta clean this place up so we can go drive. I'm so excited. Sorry, neighbors. I think it sounds great. Like, it's exactly what I need. This car just became livable. If you didn't notice, like in prior videos, I'm not able to talk in the car very well. Now I can't even hear the exhaust, and we were just in fifth gear at like 50. So this is amazing. Like, to me, this is great. This feels really, really good. I'm really happy with it. Although it's not as like loud and obnoxious as like it was prior, that's probably a good thing. And with how much commuting and everything I do, and going to all these different events, and then going to different tracks as well, it's probably a smart idea too to have something like this as opposed to a you know, a very, very like race car setup. So I'm stoked. Thanks a lot to Jose. Without him, this wouldn't be possible, because flat out, he just had a catback on deck. So he was there at the right time, had it ready, and it worked out really, really well. But that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed.